All right, guys. Hey, welcome back today. Today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the front wheels off it, get those out of the way, and I got some jack stands under it now. Yesterday I took out the cross member. It goes right here, and I think what I'm gonna do with the cross member is, actually I'll show you. It's right here. So this is the cross member that came out of it, and it's really in pretty rough shape. If you look inside it, it's really rusty. So I tried to find some used ones, but I really couldn't find anything that was decent, and they wanted almost as much money for a used one as a new one. So I just bought a new one. That should be in a couple more days. And I also bought a new track bar and stuff like that. I'm gonna replace a lot of these components in the front here too. So for now, let me get the wheels off, and we'll go from there. So that's all off. I'll put the lug nuts back on here so I don't lose them. Just put them on there for now, we should be fine. So I still got a lot more to do. I don't know how much I'm going to do today because I have a lot of stuff to do at home yet. So if I get a few things done here, a few things done there, and before you know it, you got more done than you know. So that's how I'm looking at it. So that's it for that. Yeah, that's it for now. So let me get some more stuff done and I'll show you what I'm doing. All right, so I think the next thing I'm gonna do here is take the sway bar off. See, it's right here. It's pretty much, I'm gonna keep the sway bar. I'm just gonna maybe sandblast and repaint it. But as you can see, all the bushings are just shot on this thing. So I'm gonna take the sway bar off, and even under here too, it's just really rusty. Is it worth saving this? I know the bushings are junk, but this thing's, I'm gonna see if I can find some good used ones or new ones. And we'll put some urethane bushings in it. But I think what I gotta do first is, the plow frame is in the way. I can get them out, but it'd be a lot easier if the plow frame wasn't on it. Because you got two 15mm bolts under here, and I can get one out with a ratchet probably. But the other one, it won't fit. So I think I'm gonna have to do is take this Boss plow frame off first, just to make it a little bit easier. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, so hold on. All right, so I got the plow hitch off it. It wasn't too bad. Actually came right off. There's just a couple nuts that were in here that were hard to get out. So actually I flipped this thing up and flipped this up here, and the nuts were welded to it, so I had a little bit of a challenge to get those out, but they're out. Plow hitch is off, and now I want to get the sway bar off it next. So I'm going to take the drag links off and sway bar, and I'm going to keep the sway bar, I think, because it's in pretty good shape as far as I know. I'm going to get some new bushings for it, and just probably sandblast and repaint it and put it back on a new frame. So I think we'll be okay with that. So hang on. All right, so let me hit it with a little bit of PB Blaster. Probably won't hurt it. That's good over there. All right, I tried taking this one here off, but it just keeps spinning, so I gotta figure that one out. Kind of looking forward to getting some parts swapped over to the other frame, because I'm getting kind of tired of doing this. At least I feel like I'm getting somewhere anyway, you know. All right, so that's easy enough. Let me go over and do the other side, and hopefully we can I have 2 more bolts under here. I think they're 15 millimeters, and we can drop that off too. All right, good. All right, so next part, down here there's 2 16 millimeter bolts down here. I've been soaking these things with PB Blaster for a couple of weeks now. But every time I come in, I'll do something. I'll just throw a little bit more on there. All right. Time for some more PB Blaster. I think I actually made a mistake. I thought they were 15 millimeter, and they probably were. Yeah, they're definitely 15 millimeter. Yeah, so put the wrong socket on it. Hopefully I didn't round it off too much. Hopefully I can still save it. Put a little more blaster in there. Well, let's try it. Hopefully I didn't ruin the head on this bolt, you know. Let's see what happens. Yeah, got lucky on that one. Yeah, 15 millimeter, not 16. So, something to keep in mind if you're taking yours off. Let's go over here now. Let's do that one there. Let me switch spots here. All right, here we go. Alright, so that's it for the sway bar. Now I can finally get this thing out of the way. That's good. Alright, so that's off. As you can see, I mean, these things are pretty rough here. They're so dry rotted. But that's alright. We're going to replace those with some new stuff. So that's off, and let's go on to the next thing. All right, so you can see how these things look here. Yeah, these are pretty. They're junk, you know. I mean, they can probably sandblast them and fix them, but I actually bought new ones on a Mopar website. I think they're $10 each. I think they don't come with the bushings, I don't think, though. But that's all right. I'm gonna get new ones anyway. So just give you an idea of how bad it looks. But it's just looks. I mean, I'm going to sandblast it, and it's going to look like a brand new bar. There's nothing wrong with the bar, so I'm going to use it. The track bar, I did buy a new track bar, so that one here is kind of funky looking, so I'm just going to put a new one on. So let me knock those off, and we'll get ready for paint. All right, let's get this last one off. I got the other side off already. And I guess that's how you do it. I mean, I got a 10 millimeter wrench I put on here. I tried the impact wrench. It just kept spinning it. So I'm assuming this is how it comes off. I really don't know. But it worked for me, so I'll keep on doing it. I've seen some guys on YouTube, they put an impact wrench on it and it spins it off in a second. I don't know how they do it. I'm not left-handed here either, so if it looks kind of funny with two hands on a wrench, sorry. But I had to order some new tie rods and all that, so it'd be pretty nice when it's all done. All new bushings, and should make this front end really tight on it. Not sure if I told you guys, but I also got a 4-inch lift kit for it. I think it's a Skyjacker. Maybe a Skyjacker, I don't know. I have to look at the box, but I got a 4-inch lift for it also. So I always wanted a truck with a lift on it. So I got a Jeep with a lift on it. And I kind of like that. And I always wanted to put a lift on the truck, but with the plowing and all that, I really couldn't do it. So now that I'm not plowing with it anymore, it'll be a pretty nice looking truck when it's done. That's it for the tie rods and the sway bar. And you can see these bushings are absolutely garbage. I mean, actually, just taking the sway bar off, I accidentally bent the stud in here, so it's pretty weak in there. So it's a good thing that it's all getting replaced, and the bushings are all cracked on it. And I like to find one that has grease fittings on it. I don't like these non-greasable joints here, But that's it for that. Next, I think we're going to take off the steering here. Yeah, I think we'll take it off over here. Pop that down, get all that out of the way. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do it today, but maybe during the week I want to get this front end out of here. So that's my next project. Let me get this one out first. Alright, so next thing is going to be the steering stabilizer. Get that out. We got an 18mm wrench we're going to put on one side, and we got a 15mm socket. So that's that side, and next, well, there's a few things to do next. I got all these steering bars to get out of the way, my steering linkage, so I have to get that out. I want to try to take it out with one piece, but I got it disconnected from the pitman arm first, so let me get over and do that. Alright, so the pitman arm is actually a 21mm socket, and I sprayed it down with the PB Blaster for a while also. Hopefully it comes off. I'll tell you, impact wrenches are awesome. They do work good. Alright, I got one of those tie rod forks. I'm going to go out and get that and see if I can separate that one there. I'll be right back. Alright, see if this thing works. Well, that's not working as planned. Alright, hang on, I'll be right back again. Alright, so we're going to try this again. I got a bigger hammer now, so I know it's probably not the right tool to use to take that apart, but that's all I have, so maybe a few whacks of this hammer will loosen it up. Let's see. It actually worked. Not bad. bigger hammer is better, huh? Now if I can get the thing over there, I'll be all right. All right, well, proving to be a little bit more difficult than it seems. All right, that's good. So that's disconnected. Now let's get the rest of this steering arms off. All right, good. All right, so what I did, I got a 21mm socket on here, and broke this nut off. So didn't break off, just loosened it up, took it off. So, and I think we're gonna do the same thing with this. Is try to separate these and get that off. So hopefully that will drop it down. We can get it off. Looks like it's moving. Appears to be. I don't know if I should do it down here. Let's try that. Nah, up here's better. Keep on trying it. Alright, well, that one's in there pretty good, so let me keep on plugging away at this and see if I get that out of there. Alright, so I got that out. It really just took a few more pretty hard hits with the hammer to get it out, but that's loose, so now I know how to do it. Let's go to the other side and get that one done. All right, well, let's try this. The other side didn't have a cotter pin in it, but this one does. Don't know why, but there has been some issues on it before. We had it to the dealer and stuff, get some stuff fixed on it, so maybe they never put it back in. All right, that's that. Let's get our socket on here. Super easy to come off, tell you that. All right, let's try it again with a little more persuasion, I guess you call it. There's a lot of grease on this one, so I don't think it's gonna be that hard to come off. Oh man, that was a piece of cake. Yeah, a piece of cake on that one. All right, so that's off. Let's see if we can get the rest of it off from the pitman arm. I guess it would help if I took the rest of the nut off, huh? try to put it back on there. All right, so that is good, man. That's some progress for a very short time. Very happy with that. All right, next thing is the track bar. Track bar would be next. See if we can get that loosened up and get that out. And then after that, get the springs out. Yeah, it's just getting there. Good, hold on. All right, so this 18mm socket I'm gonna use on almost had a sneeze. For the track bar. Hopefully it comes off. I've been soaking it with PB Blaster, but it's really, really rusty. I mean, this thing here, I'm not sure if you guys see me with this thing here, this impact wrench. It's really good, but I bought it. This is called a hog ring. There's two different kinds to buy, the hog ring, and then it's the regular one. I figure, well, the hog ring on it will be better because I won't drop any sockets off it. But it's harder to put the socket on this thing. So if you see me hitting it around a little bit, it's just because it's a hog ring, not a normal connection on it. You know, I really shouldn't have bought that one, but I thought that would be better. But I was kind of wrong. So you gotta kind of force it on there, you know. All right, let's see what happens here. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get a long extension and put on. Right now, it's just it's at a bad angle, and it's just gonna strip the heads off this. So let me get an extension to come out about here, and I think that will be a lot easier. Hang on one second. All right, so I got an extension on it. And actually, it's a pretty good extension. I mean, it's a Harbor Freight. And, you know, Harbor Freight is Harbor Freight, I guess, right? But some of their tools are actually pretty good. I mean, for the price you pay, this thing has actually worked out really well. So, I think this will work out. It's kind of nice here, too, because it has this, it's like spring-loaded here, so it kind of makes it lock in there, you know? Not on the bottom, no. Spring-loaded's on top. It doesn't work on the bottom, but you know what I mean. All right. Here we go again with that stupid hog ring thing. All right, let's give it a try. It's not even touching it. So let me get a breaker bar in here, see if we can put a pipe on it and break it loose. It's so rusty. I mean, if I break it, I won't be surprised. You know, that's how bad it is. So yeah, let me go get a breaker bar on it and see if we can force it loose, I guess, right? All right, so I got my breaker bar right here, and breaker bar and my big pipe. Hopefully that will do it. If it breaks, it breaks, all right? Well, it's actually working pretty good. See, the old pipe comes in handy. Sure does. All right, so we can get this off. It should be. Trying to get my ratchet, but I don't know where it is. So we'll just do it by hand. Yep, that worked out pretty good. I think all the PB blaster throughout the month or so probably didn't hurt either, you know. Every time I come in, even if I just did one thing, I took off one piece and just felt like going home, I sprayed all the bolts down. Try to give it a little help, you know. So this is the bolt on the other side. I'm sure you've all seen these before. They're actually pretty handy to have. But that's all it holds it on. So that's pretty much out. I just gotta see if I can get the bolt all the way out now. So let me finish taking it out. I don't want to bore you guys too much. So let me finish taking it out and I'll be right back. All right, so that's all out. And you can see, look how bad this thing looks. So I got a new track bar anyway, so that's not a big deal, but yeah, it's rough, you know, it's just all rust. Could probably be cleaned up, but you know, these rubber gasket or rubber bushings are shot anyway, so what's the sense of trying to put new you know, new bushings? It doesn't make sense to me, so we're just gonna put a new one in. Let me go over to the other side and get that one out. All right, so let's do this side here, see if it comes out any easier than the other sides. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what that thing screws into, because you can't get to it, so it must be just a threaded side on it, but we'll try it. Man, that was easy, huh? That was almost too easy. Think we can kick it out of there? All right, so that's really good. Actually, there's one more of these on the other side, so that's easy enough. That's good. Good progress for today. Good progress today. I'm happy. For only like an hour's worth of work, I got a lot done here. So I think tomorrow, next day, I'll come back and we'll start working on getting the front end out of here, you know. I still have brake lines to disconnect and stuff like that. So yeah, we definitely got some more work, but we're really close to getting this front end out. So stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.